Listen, you fuckers, you screwheads. Here is a man who would not take it anymore. A man who stood up against the scum, the cunts, the dogs, the filth, the shit. Here is someone who stood up.
You just gotta grind.
Yeah.
I feel like this next generation that's coming up, and I don't mean to smash all of them, but they seem like a bunch of pussies to me. You know.
You need cool air, baby. I'm not fooling.
I'm never a lesser of two evils person, but with Hillary, there's not even the same universe. I mean, she is an abject, psychopathic demon from hell that as soon as she gets into power is going to try to destroy the planet. I'm sure of that, and people around her say she's so dark now and so evil and so possessed that they are having nightmares. Folks, let me just tell you something. If the media wants to go with this, that's fine. There are dozens of videos and photos of Obama having flies land on him indoors at all times of year, and he'll be next to 100 people and no one has flies on him. Hillary, reportedly, I mean, I was told people around her that they think she's demon-possessed, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and say it, okay? They said they're scared. That's why when I see her, when kids are by her, I actually get scared myself with a child. I mean, that big rubber face and that...
And you're probably wondering why I'm making this video. Well, I have a small penis. Yes, it's true. Very, very true. Unfortunately, I've had this problem since I was about, I don't know, born or something. It sucks. No pun intended on that one.
It's grind season, homie. It's not about today. It's about the future. You do the work now. Do the work now. And all of the shit that you could ever want to do for your family, your kids, your loved ones, it's all going to be on a whole nother stratosphere.
Your Earth suit is made up of all your ancestors. Not the incarnation or reincarnation they talked about. Your soul's new, your soul's original, your soul's in this body. But the body is your family. How cool is God? Who could come up with that? So awesome. It's a fucking prostitution ring, Jordy.
I know.
That's what it is.
That is what it is.
Isn't that the perfect description for it?
That is what it is.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, for another episode of Going Postal. I'm here with my boy Sam, and we got a great one for you. We got a lot prepared for you. We've been doing the research. We've been watching the BitChute videos. We got a lot to say. First, I want to start off with a little joke I got prepared, just to see if I can make my friend Sam laugh here. So, let's just start it off. So, I got this girl. I'm going on a date with this girl, and she tells me she's into biting, spitting, and choking. Biting, spitting, and choking. I couldn't believe it. And she asked me what I'm into, and I say, women? Nice. Thanks. In all seriousness, folks, we're here to talk about a pretty fucked subject. We're hitting the gates here. We're going through a couple gates. We got something to say about some famous people connected to Hillary Clinton, connected to this pizza shop owner named James Alefantis. And they've been doing some dirty things behind closed doors, I'll just say that much. It's mostly me and Dylan have some questions about cheese pizza, hot dogs, pasta. I mean, the highest politicians in the fucking world seem to be pretty fucking interested in pizza, hot dogs, and I don't know, man. I've never sent any emails to anybody I know about pizza and hot dogs, but these politicians really seem to be very worried about their pizza and hot dogs, enough to send emails to a lot of people they know about them. They're willing to spend tens of thousands of dollars on this pizza and hot dogs, too. Not just any pizza and hot dogs. They have to be flown in from different countries. Got to be flown in from Portugal. Got to be flown in from Romania. They got to get this special type of hot dog from these special countries. I don't know, Dylan. You're telling me you've never emailed one of your friends asking about a pizza-related map that you lost? Have you ever emailed your friends about how they play dominoes on pasta? These are pretty fucking common occurrences, I feel like.
I think where it all starts off with is James Alefantis, but even before that, where it all like really gets exposed is Julian Assange exposing the WikiLeaks documents. Without the WikiLeaks documents, without the emails, nobody would know anything. Nobody would know about what was going on. These emails, these politicians did not expect to get out. Without the help of Assange, none of us would know about the corruption, the fucked up shit going on behind closed doors.
Mad respect to the OG.
He was honestly a patriot. He was honestly fighting for the good of the people. He wanted to get that information out. He knew the truth and he wanted to spread it. He didn't care what happened to him. He got kicked out of the country and hasn't been back since. It's honestly fucked up how they treated him.
I mean, if they extradited him, he would probably be fucking killed. I think he said, like, in the open that he would be killed if he gets fucking brought back to the United States.
So free our motherfucking boy. Free Assange till we're fucking sideways.
Till we're sideways, motherfucker. Preach.
We want to just chill. We want to just be like, hey, did you catch the game last night? Yep, fucking Chiefs won. That's fucking dope. We can't do that. We fucking know about the underground network of pedophiles that are fucking right in plain sight. They're not really hiding that much from you. They're fucking posting on Instagram about how they're fucking children. It's right in front of us, people. I want to just care about sports, but I want to fucking get to the truth, get to the bottom of what's going on, and fucking help these innocent children who did nothing wrong.
He's done with the fucking... he's done with the bread and circus, boys. He's tired of this fucking horse shit. He's getting straight to the fucking meat of it.
Me and Sam are hot on these pedophiles' fucking ass. We're right on their fucking tail, people.
He's on their ass, buddy. In all seriousness, folks, I mean, the fact that these people can spread to the highest offices in the United States is just fucking kind of mind-blowing. How it infests pretty much everywhere that you see in society. Like, you would never expect fucking pedos to be the thing that's everywhere. But, I mean, minor attracted persons, like, you have to be fucking shitting me. It's fucking crazy.
That almost just couldn't have been real. That was just like a couple pedophiles just throwing that out there, being like, hey, guys, this is also a thing too, right? And then everyone just shut that shit down. Like, no one actually fucking is going to try to roll with that. Like, I can't think that the majority of this country is going to be okay with that, trying to include that into their little thing they got going on in the LGB community.
I mean, dude, I have some shit to show you. I got some fucking crazy Twitter screenshots. You have to see, like, some of the shit these people in fucking Hollywood say. Like, they say it as a joke, but just listen to this. This fucking... This Patton Oswalt, he's a comedian, fucking big Hollywood guy. This is a fucking tweet from him. Quote, my dong is super friendly and loves getting rubbed by children. Here's another tweet from him. The angry @tweets from my hammer toad followers opened my eyes. Pedophobe shaming hurts us all. I'm a proud pedophile. Here, look at it. This is
That's fucking crazy.
I mean,
I don't think people even knew how fucking Twitter worked back in 2013. If he's really posting that on his fucking Twitter, or is he just thinking that everyone's just a pedo and his world is so corrupted by the pedos around him that he just thinks everybody's fucking cool with that.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck it is because they act like it's some fucking, like, oh yeah, dude, it's just a joke. But why the fuck are you posting that shit multiple times? Like, that's not how I joke around, especially on the public internet? Just Twitter?
I can't believe how they're posting how James Alefantis is posting on Instagram these screenshots. They're deleted now, but he was posting some fucked up pictures. Just in context with the allegations going on about his pizza place, if you look back at his Instagram pictures that are archived, anybody can look for them. Anybody can see them. People, I recommend you do it and see for yourself what kind of a guy we're talking about before you listen any farther.
I mean, let's look at even further into Hollywood. The fucking Guardians of the Galaxy director, James Gunn.
That guy's fucked.
Everybody, they know of the fucking tweets that almost got him canceled, but have you actually heard them? This is one of them, folks, here. Quote, from James Gunn openly on his Twitter around Christmas time. The Expendables was so manly, I fucked the shit out of the little boy pussy next to me. The boys are back in town! Exclamation point.
That's fucking crazy.
Like, what the fuck? I don't know about you folks, but that's not the fucking jokes I make.
Hollywood's run by pedophiles. Our country's run by pedophiles. They're fucking holding the highest offices, the highest places in the Hollywood network. They're running the media. They're running the country. What are we going to do about it?
I wish I could say there's something that we can do, but dude, it's fucking spread everywhere.
We're trying the best we can to do about it with this podcast. We're trying to let you guys know what's going on so you can inform the people. You're going to sound fucking crazy to your family if you bring any of this up. If you bring up Pizzagate, they've already read the news. They've already made up their mind about it. That's just some crazy conspiracy theory that, like, they've whitewashed it completely. If you look up on YouTube, if you look up Pizzagate on YouTube, the only thing you'll find is just the story about some random guy who fucking saw the Pizzagate stuff online. He pulled up on Comet Ping Pong, fucking fired a shot off, and they're demanding fucking James Alefantis to admit to him what he's done.
We're not saying to do that.
Not at all.
But
that's the only thing that comes up whenever you look up on Google, you look up on YouTube. They'll just say it's some crazy conspiracy theory without actually talking about what it really is about.
I mean, fuck. I try to talk to my dad about 9/11, and he looks at me like I'm a fucking retard. So don't even try to bring this one up, boys.
I told my dad about 9/11. This is the only thing I told about him about any conspiracy. I just started off with 9/11, and I was like, so, do you think 9/11 was like an inside job? And he's like, well, no, I don't think that many people keep a secret. And then from that point on, I just was like, you know what? He's not a conspiracy guy. Like, I'm not gonna try to persuade him on what I believe. I'm just gonna fucking leave that out. I'm not gonna try to convince him of anything. I think he's made up his mind. I'm worried about spreading my message to the masses, I guess.
You're like the next Martin Luther King. You're like the next Thomas Jefferson here, bud. You're making your impact.
I prefer Steve Jobs. I think going postal is as big as the iPhone.
We're gonna spread everywhere, to every fucking continent, boys.
To every household on every continent. You're gonna be fucking listening to Going Postal. That's how big this message is spreading. That's how global we're going. Every continent, every household. We're not stopping until we get to everyone.
This shit's gonna be bigger than fucking Jesus in a couple years, boys. It's best to get in on the ground floor.
They're not going to have a Bible in every household. They're going to be having a fucking audiobook of all of our podcasts just in a row.
Hope you guys know this is like Old Testament shit you're listening to here. This is the fucking original. This is our promise. This is our covenant to fucking spread the good word to you guys.
To spread what Assange gave up his life for, gave up the life that he had. We're going to try to get to the bottom of what he exposed. And it all starts with James Alefantis, Comet Ping Pong owner. He had some some crazy Instagram posts, I'll just say that much. And he was connected to John Podesta, the head chairman of Hillary Clinton's campaign, very connected to him. They had many emails talking about hot dogs, talking about pizza. They admitted to spending $65,000 worth of taxpayer dollars on hot dogs and pizza. Brought it to the White House, $65,000 worth. But the thing is, you can't bring food into the White House because of poisoning, because of contamination. All the food in the White House actually is made there by the chefs that are there. You can't bring food in. It has to be made there. So it's just weird that they're spending $65,000 and bringing it to the White House on hot dogs and pizza. A lot of money for some easy things to get. I'll just say that.
I mean, you don't even need to just look at his fucking Instagram. I mean, just look at the comment section of his fucking Instagram. Why are there motherfuckers named Kill Room and Sex Panda commenting on Alefantis' of all people fucking posts? And why do they have all this weird child fucking shit on their fucking stories? Like, it's just fucking ridiculous. Just the chain of people throughout Instagram it's honestly mind-blowing.
It's weird that he lied about having a downstairs. He's contradicted himself on having a downstairs multiple times. He said he'll have one, then he'll say he didn't make any renovations. He never got a permit with the city to add a downstairs, but he said that he has a downstairs in multiple interviews. It's also weird that James Alefantis translated from French to English is I like children. It's very similar to I like children. It's not exactly the same, but that's just something I'd like to throw in there just to add a little context.
I mean, I don't know how much you've researched Comet Ping Pong actually, but have you seen the pictures they have hung up in there? It's like the most vaguely sexual fucking pictures, like just some shit that you think like fucking abstract shapes, but I mean, if you're grown, you can see what it's trying to fucking represent. And the artists they have there, the bands, it's always some fucked up subliminal shit. It's
in the bathroom. I actually saw a picture of a guy playing ping pong with a little kid, and he was jacking off. Like in the mural, the painting that they had, they took it down obviously once they started getting shit for it. But this is supposed to be, this is what it says on their website. It's a ping pong pizza place for kids. Like it's supposed to be like a kids joint. But in the bathroom, they have literally a painting of a guy jacking off in there. In the bathroom. This is not a kid's pizza place, people. Like, it's a cover for something.
And I just don't know what the fuck they get out of having it in plain sight. That's what really gets me, is all the fucking symbolism and shit. Like, just why? Why the fuck are they doing this shit?
I don't understand the point of the symbolism at all. It's almost like just a little bit of a flex it seems like they're just flexing their power, flexing they can get away with it. It's crazy that James Alefantis, with all this, like, this information about him that's online, nothing has ever came from it at all. He has connections with some very powerful people for this to happen. The only way he's just still never gotten locked up, never really questioned about this, is his connections to very powerful people, a.k.a. the Podestas, a.k.a. the Clintons. He knows some dirt on the Clintons for sure.
I mean, just, it's through every party, too. Like, the Finders cult. The guy that was running the Finders cult in Tallahassee.
Say what the Finders cult is, like when it happened, or when it started. I guess when they first found out about it.
What was it? The 50s?
I think it was the 80s. Like
Okay,
83 or something.
Yeah, hold up, let me bust out the fucking notes here. It was the 80s. It was Tallahassee in the 1980s. 6 children, 2 guys got arrested because they had 6 children. They were all disheveled. They had fucking shitty clothes on. They just found them playing in a playground. And the guy that was running the cult, he was going to sing the national anthem at the fucking Republican National Committee that year. He was going to sing their fucking national anthem. I mean, this shit, it's in every branch of politics, people, both parties, all sides. It's the most fucking crazy shit that you can possibly fathom. It's fucking nuts. It's the only word for it.
And the WikiLeaks is the receipts to this debauchery that they have going on. They talk in this code that has been established by the FBI. I'm sure it's changed by now, but pizza means like little boy, pasta means little girl. They have this code that they use that is shown in these emails, shown they're talking about having sex with children. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They're having sex with children. They're ordering children through these emails, and it's shown in these documents. A politician's emailing John Podesta saying he's dreaming of his hot dog stand in Hawaii. A hot dog stand in Hawaii. What the fuck is he talking about? It's so obvious that he's not dreaming about a hot dog stand he has in Hawaii. Why would he need a hot dog stand in Hawaii? John Podesta, this guy who's the head chairman of fucking Hillary Clinton, has a hot dog stand in Hawaii? I don't know about that.
Yeah. The fucking politicians are eating hot dogs. Fucking hot, yeah. Alright. Whenever they're having filet mignon at fucking speeches, they're obviously not fucking ordering up hot dogs, folks.
The most obvious one in Podesta's emails is whenever they're asking whether they should play dominoes on pasta or pizza. That is in the emails, folks. They're asking if they should play dominoes on pasta or pizza. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. And these are official government emails, for sure sent to Podesta, that they never thought would be leaked. They never thought this information would be out there. Shout out Assange, my motherfucking boy. Free him till we're goddamn sideways in the motherfucking dirt 6 feet.
Dominoes means like domination, if you couldn't guess, people. I mean, these people are shipping children by the fucking plane load into America, just from countries all around the world. I mean, they talk, even in the Hunter Biden email that came out recently, he wanted only yellow ones. I mean,
God.
like, for fucking Christ's sakes, people, even if he was talking about, like, grown hookers or whatever, like, have the fucking decorum to ask for more than just no yellow. You know, like, come on. Get the Asian later.
I've heard some fucked up things about Joe Biden and some of his family members' diaries. I'm just going to say that much. And it doesn't seem like his son is that much better of a guy either. There's some fishy things going on with that family.
Those diaries are confirmed, too.
Yeah, those are pretty messed up.
I mean, and to continue into the Finders cult, I mean, these people do a lot worse than... It's kind of crazy to say they do a lot worse than just sexually harass children, but they had pictures of them doing bloodletting rituals and fucking young girls being chained up and them butchering animals. Like, people... They are doing the foulest shit imaginable behind closed doors.
And the Finders Cult document wasn't released until 2019. The FBI had to release it because of the Freedom of Information Act. The only way we'd know about this, that's confirmed FBI documents that are doing this, is the FBI had to release it. They had no other choice. And what's fucked up about the Finders Cult is they found no wrongdoing whatsoever. No evidence of child abuse. No evidence of child rape. No evidence of anything going on. Any international trafficking of children. They found none of that. But in their reports, it contradicts it completely. They did find evidence of all that. They did find evidence they were doing stuff wrong. So why did they get out? Because of their connection to the CIA. It always leads back to the CIA. The CIA is doing some dirty shit. The CIA is trafficking drugs. The CIA is trafficking children. We're trying to let you know. We're just trying to get to the bottom of it.
I mean, you're telling me the FBI raided 2 warehouses in Washington, D.C., and they didn't find anything. They just raided 2 fucking places for no goddamn reason. Like, they went to these warehouses, they found these documents, they found the pictures, they found the ritual pictures, people. They were doing the foulest shit imaginable.
And then they just get off scot-free. The CIA is like, you know what? I think us and the FBI will handle it from here. Actually, they didn't do anything wrong. We're just going to let them go. We're just going to let our boys go, just like they've been doing since fucking 100 years, 200 years. I don't know how long they've been doing it, but they just keep running the same fucking playbook. They just keep letting their boys go.
Just let the boys play.
If you got the money, if you got the power, you can do anything in this world. You can do anything you want, even literally fuck children and get away with it. It's so fucked up what's going on.
I mean, I can't add any more to that. That just fucking cherry on top it right there, Dylan. I can't say much better than that.
They just put out a newspaper article just like, you know what? Didn't do anything wrong. They just handle the media, just whitewash it completely, just blow it over, just like they did with the James Alfonso shit. Fox News actually had him on while all that Pizzagate stuff was going on. Fox News people, and they just fucking didn't even bring up anything, didn't bring up any of the accusations, just was like, yeah, it's fucking crazy that guy came at you with a gun. Like, just, it's crazy what this baseless conspiracy theory, like, what that can lead to. Can lead to that violence, can lead to a guy pulling up on you. Like, didn't bring up anything at all. Like, just, the media is so fucking corrupt nowadays, there's really nothing you can do about it. There's no point in tuning in. It's all fake.
See, it would be a different story if it was just James Alefantis. If it was just these people getting away with it, it would be a different story. It wouldn't be a huge conspiracy. But the amount of people in Hollywood, in the government, everywhere in the justice system, in the military, they get away with it everywhere. If it's child sexual abuse, for some reason, people just don't really give a fuck. I don't know why.
The media tries to paint it as a picture of, like, the lone wolf pedophile, the crazy guy just, like, had a girl in his basement. They'll always say that scenario. They'll put that on the news, but they won't ever put on the news the fucking international sex trafficking ring that's going on all around the globe of children. So many children are being transported to different countries for sexual purposes for powerful people, and the media never covers that at all. The closest they got is the Epstein shit, and they just barely touch on it at all. They just fucking whitewash it, let you know just a little bit about it. They put out a fucking Netflix show being like, yeah, fucking Playboy was just getting some fucking hand jobs by some 17-year-olds. It's really not that big of a deal. He wasn't connected to Mossad, connected to fucking CIA, connected to these huge organizations around the world that are trafficking children. He wasn't connected to any of that. He was just fucking a playboy, just getting some hand jobs. He owned an island. He was just getting hand jobs on that island, not doing anything worse than that.
People, more money is made off of sex trafficking every year, more than drug trafficking. There is no war on sexual trafficking, but there's a war on drugs. Think about that. Nobody gives a fuck. It's all whitewash. Nobody talks about fucking trafficking. But, I mean, everybody knows you need to protect your daughters and your children from these people. They'll snatch up, it doesn't matter who. If they're weaker than them, they'll fucking snatch up anybody. People go missing across the globe, across the nation, every single day. Nobody knows where they goes. They're fucking snatched up by these massive organizations. Birds of a feather flock together. It's fucked. They gather them up. I mean, people. They have busloads of children they are transporting across the United States in boxcars. Just whenever you're looking at the highway, just think of every single semi truck going by and what they could have in the back. It could be fucking drugs, could be kids, could be just normal people being fucking transported. It's nuts to think about, but it happens.
And people connected to Hillary Clinton, people connected to John Podesta, these powerful people, they've actually been arrested for this shit, for trafficking children, for child abuse. And they just never get to the top. It never goes any higher past a certain point. The same way in Hollywood. They'll put out that documentary, like Quiet on Set. They'll just fucking whitewash it completely. They'll say, oh yeah, this fucking Dan Schneider. I haven't even seen it, but I know they just like try to paint him as like a lone wolf. Like maybe there was just like 2 people, 3 people in this like little little club they got doing it, but they never go to the real root. They never get to the bottom of it. They never go higher. It just always stops past a certain point. The powerful people never get in trouble for their actions.
Who was above Dan Snyder? Who was letting Dan Snyder get away with what Dan Snyder was doing? Nobody ever asked that. Who was letting the person above Dan Snyder get away with that?
Nobody looks into the people in Nickelodeon at all. Nobody looks into the owners. We should really be looking into them. When you see Dan Schneider, you see, I think Brian Peck was the guy who had sex with or raped or what, like, I don't know what he did to Drake Bell, but that was confirmed. It doesn't just stop there, folks. The people above him is the real evil. The people above him is the real evil. That's where it fucking really gets dark.
Again, it's what we've been telling you, folks. The people that are actually responsible for all this, you'll never hear their names. The people that are really pulling the fucking strings will never go down. It's not a sitcom. There is no fucking series finale. These cocksuckers are untouchable.
They own the media. They own what you're going to find out. You may be able to find a little bit on BitChute here and there, but they are stopping you from being able to find anything. Eventually, BitChute's going. Eventually, they're going to control the media completely, and they're going to control all of your access to information. They're going to only let you know what they want you to know. It's getting rough, people. Your rights are only being taken away. We're not gaining rights, people. The government ain't just being like, you know what? You guys aren't chilling hard enough. I think we're going to decrease taxes and just make your lives a little bit cooler. We're taking so much from you. That's just too much. We're going to give you some of that back. They're never going to do that. They're just going to keep increasing taxes. They're going to keep spending more money. It's an endless rat race. There's nothing we can do about it, people. Wake up your neighbor. Wake up your family if you can. If you can even try to wake them up. Honestly, there's no helping some people. But just try your best to spread the truth at the end of the day. Try to let people know what you believe is right and try to be a good person. That's all I got to say, really.
Everybody knows from the last episode how I feel about your citizenly duty to pay your taxes. I think at a point we've lost in this contract.
At a point, it might just be robbery. It might just be them taking more than they really should, and it might just be robbery at a certain point. Are we there yet? I don't know.
Why'd $100 bag of bushings cost $90,000? Just fucking why?
How do they spend so much? How is it every year they spend more and more? No one tries to balance the budget. They're just going to keep increasing the deficit, keep adding more debt until we're fucking so broke we just own fucking the shoes we got on and the clothes on our fucking back, and that's it.
It's like you even own that now. Bet you barely fucking own that now.
Like fucking 50% of our country's in debt, so they don't even own the fucking clothes on their back. They're gonna be fucked for years. I guess another point I'd like to add is just, if you can, just try to save as much money as you possibly can. We're getting so fucked nowadays that you just got to try to save as much as you can. Just try to get ahead as little bit as you can. People say $1 million ain't what it used to be. $1 million is a lot better than fucking zero. $1 million is a lot better than being in debt. 100,000 is a lot better than being in debt. Just try to save what you can. Try to make the most of the life you have. Try to enjoy the life you've been given. And have a good day, people. I love you.
Love your family.